back on the ruins of a sunken ship. One that has water, feels like water, but doesn't have some of the properties of water. Breathing is not a problem, thanks to the champ. And nothing feels wet, but it all flows as you walk through. The wisps of your hair and the ripples of your cloak move as if they are in the water. You came in looking for some scraps to take back to the Blushwing to repair it after a couple of fights. And you discovered this place is odd. Windows and doors warping you from one place to another. Nothing seeming straightforward. And you guys have managed to find eventually what is likely the captain's chambers, with a skeleton who saved himself from whatever horrors were happening. Anything else you guys would like to add before we begin?
We know that the ship was owned by the Goliath peoples, but they had some kind of fight with vampires of sorts. That the shadow monsters were like essentially undead vampire leftovers. The souls of vampires, the soulless space of shadowy leftover. So yeah, that's going on. And then those are the only other things I wanted to add.
The ship sailed in the astral sea. Your typical ship.
Oh yeah, Tierman is in Candyland. As far as this ship is concerned, she is jotting things down crazily. At this point, it's a little bit hard to get her attention. It's like she is only about 15% mentally present with you guys and 85% dedicated to the ship.
They're vampirates that attacked it. And we also got like bank last time too. We found a treasure chest and we all made some big money. Platinum, 13 platinum starts there.
Mm-hmm. So you guys are in the captain's chambers, and you notice some peculiar things about the piano. I think one of you took a sword from I think Lily took the hat. Somebody took the sword. The sword and the hat.
Captain now.
Leo would be very sad about all of this.
Yeah, I was missing 6 keys on the piano.
Does anyone remember which chord was missing? I thought I wrote it down, but I can't find it.
No.
Nope.
The piano music was a lullaby?
Yeah, it was a lullaby that wasn't complete, so Margot sang while she played to like complete the lullaby. And nothing happened.
C, C, B, A, G, and F are missing. And that spans about 4 octaves total for missing pieces, for missing keys.
I didn't catch all that. What was it?
I said, so it's C, C, B, A, and G, F. Those are the missing keys, and it spans 4 octaves total on the piano.
If you skew it hard enough, it could be cabbage.
A little bit.
Is it maybe that you're just hungry?
Usually when I'm hungry, I would prefer protein over vegetable.
I thought maybe you'd gotten to the garnish in your head.
If there's ever a time when I ask for vegetables before I ask for meat, there's something wrong.
Duly noted.
Dyer comes up and puts a bone in front of your face from the skeleton's leg. What? There's probably good marrow in there.
Yeah, I don't know how old these bones are.
Old enough to not have any flesh on them, that's for sure. My companion likes bones.
Did you say bone?
Mm-hmm. I said bone. Hi. I said
Okay,
bone in a
well.
funny voice. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for the assistance on the bones. Now be my request. Yeah, so what are you guys doing in here now?
This cup. Does it look like there's any residue or anything still in it?
This one here?
Yeah.
No. The poison bottle had a little bit of residue in there.
No. How big is this cup?
It's a large cup. It's like probably like a gallon.
Oh, is it like made of gold? Just out of
Yeah.
curious. Oh my gosh.
Oh, totally is made out of gold.
Okay. We're just gonna pick it up. We're gonna take it with us.
Yeah, that cup is worth 25 gold pieces. Well, depends on who you sell it to. But yes, it is made out of gold.
Oh my gosh, we could say this is like some ceremonial cup or something, and you could sell for a lot.
I'm still stuck on the piano. The E and the D keys are still fine. It's just C, C, B, A, D, F.
Yep.
I'll play the E and D keys. See if anything happens.
Bang! Bang! I have no idea if that was the right sound. I think I got the octave between the two of them properly. It was probably the wrong note, though. I was a musician, and I never claimed to have perfect pitch. Not even close.
It's just like almost a C major chord, but not quite without the E and D, so. Trying to figure out.
Can I go back?
Is the piece written in C major?
The piece
The
is...
lullaby?
I do not have enough musical acumen to be able to tell you that.
I'm guessing it doesn't have to do with the puzzle if there is one, or I'm just making shit up now.
It is a in the key of I don't know, I'm gonna make stuff up. This is not like This is, I don't know, it's in the key of B.
It's not relevant to the puzzle.
It's not relevant, but sure, why not? Let's talk about it.
There's probably not even a fucking puzzle with this. There has to be, to so specifically say those keys, so.
I mean,
And just go
what are you
book to
trying to
book
do?
and see if there's any books that I can actually read. As soon as he
I
opens
think we
a
covered that. I think we covered that last time, and there were not.
No, I mean, I'm gonna go eat book by book this time instead of just scanning ones that
Okay.
look particular. In the moment, like if I open a book and I can't read it, it's getting put to the side.
Okay. Give me an investigation check. That was a journey.
Mm-hmm.
12. As of now, like you flip through the first 5 or so. Nothing. You're going through the process. I'll give you another chance in a minute.
Okay.
Hey, Yaslin, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna go back to Margot and be like, are you still stuck on this piano thing? I think it's a piano.
I feel like there's something here. Do the chords look, or the keys look like they were pried out or like intentionally gone? I guess it's hard to see however long the ship's been here.
Give me a. We're trying to put clues together here, so give me an investigation.
Ugh, I'm not good at that.
Well, she's looking at the keys. Can I see if like anything looks like it pulls up or out of the how much can I take apart this piano?
I was
Sure, it's a vertical piano, so there is like that slot that like would open, and you can open it up and like, give me a performance check.
Me?
Because I mean, yeah, Yaslin, because this is related to. I mean, you could look inside all you want. It's a box, so it's like it's not hard to see what's in here. But to understand it, that's got to go back to your musical proficiencies.
Well, I mean, it wanted to be a 1, really.
We are about on par right now, Yaslin.
It's
So-
like a fancy instrument or something.
Yeah, you know what pianos are, and you look inside. There's a bunch of little padded hammers with the coils that they strike, and it's a complicated instrument.
There's
It's-
nothing in here like a loose piece of paper or something.
Nope.
Are you sure we're looking in the right place?
Can I look
Other-
around the room for a key? A missing key.
Okay. Give me an investigation.
God damn it. I need someone smarter than me to do this.
We had sheets of music, right? For this?
Oh, that's not bad. 17. Yeah, I played it. It was the lullaby.
17. Okay. It's a big room, so like you start searching around. Eventually, though, you go to like you go to like shift and like look under the piano, and as you do, you kind of push the stool back, and like you look down at the pedals. They seem normal, ish for a ancient piano in a water chip with no wetness. As you kind of like lift back up, your eye catches just the barest shadow on the leg of the stool that does not match the grain of the wood.
I'm gonna try to pry it out if it's a key.
Okay. Yeah. What are you prying it out with? You got a dagger or something?
I think I have daggers. I've gotta remember where the inventory is of this. Yeah, I have daggers. I'll
Yeah.
use one of my daggers.
Yeah, easy enough. You kind of pry out this. There's a little. It's like along the leg of the stool. There's like a panel that was like thrown on top of it. Takes you a minute. And inside is one of the keys to the piano in the hollowed out leg.
I'm gonna put it in the C slot. One of the C slots, not part of the like C to F.
Which one? Basically, you've got the second octave and the fifth octave are missing their C keys.
Second octave, I think. Yes, second octave. 'Cause I think fifth octave is C, B, A, G, F. C to F. I'm putting it in the second.
The second. Okay.
Yeah.
You go and kind of put it in there. And rolling off of your 17, as you put it in, there's very light protrusion, like it. All the keys are not. That one is not quite flat compared.
And if I push it down to play it, does anything happen?
Yeah, it's got a little bit of a resistance, like. Dong. Just.
I'll put it in the fifth octave C then. See if that does anything.
Okay, this time. Slides in very smooth.
And I will play it to see if something happens.
As it plays, it is brighter in tone. I mean, it's a higher octave, but even so, it comes out much clearer. And it lays flat.
I'll play the lullaby again with that key in.
As you do, it sounds a little bit more whole, but you're still having to substitute quite a bit with your voice.
Hey
You
guys,
know,
I don't know if I'm doing anything here. I need someone else to help
I
find
mean,
more keys or...
look, we could. I mean, I'm not any expert, but couldn't we just take the keys from keys that aren't being used and put them in the places where the keys are missing?
Do you know how to do that without damaging the instrument?
No.
The most barbarian idea ever.
I hope that's not how Yaslin approaches her medicine checks. Like, we could just take a little bit from over here and put it here instead. That's fine, right?
They don't need this anymore, right?
She's like, I understand the basics of blood transfusion.
You're missing a finger. I just happen to have one.
You know, push two parts together and they'll stick, right? That's how it works.
You gotta spit on it first. Just,
And then I rub some dirt on it.
yeah. You guys are-
Seamus having the key being found in the leg of the stool. I am thinking that there's probably more keys hidden around that we can find to probably complete it. And I could start looking anywhere, but I don't see other stools. I see a chair, but I do see other legs. There's a lot of legs in the room, so I'm going to start by looking at the leg bones of the skeleton and investigating them to see if I see anything.
Okay, go ahead and roll me that investigation check.
Ooh.
Ah, damn. You have to pull one of the...
If there's not one there, can I just form it out of the leg bone at this point?
You have to borrow one of the leg bones from Dyer, who's currently like, you need this back? Fine.
Just for a minute.
Right. So very clearly and distinctly, you feel confident there are no other keys in this room. How do you, can you describe for me, like, how you go about checking all the different things and, like, just interacting with the different objects that you're seeing in the room? Oh, but you do find, based on, you know, that role in your trade, you find about 4 pieces of art in here. A little golden statue that looks like a version of a frog. A painting of what was possibly the ship that you were in right now. Like a glass, like perfume vial. And there's one more. And excuse me, and like kind of a wooden carving of like some sort of egg that looks like it has like a water flowing out of it. And from your very solid investigation, you expect that those are not significant, other than they aren't. And they're probably valuable.
Like I said, I was starting with the legs and the skeleton, so I would have just slowly worked my way around, kind of looking at the skeleton, how it might have come to rest there. You know, obviously there's some poison involved, there's some missing keys, so I would move maybe over to the bed area and start at the legs of the bed and probably just kind of search around there, around the edges of the mattress, places where somebody might tuck something if they were laying in bed when the battle broke out or something. And then, just kind of methodically working my way around the room, checking every little nook and cranny, trying to piece all the information together. I probably would have, I don't know if I'd have my notebook out or not, taking notes because we are underwater. Not that it would be better in my bag, I don't know how that all works. Magic. I would just be making my way around searching things. As soon as I found these things, I would, pointed them out or them up and pilfered them along the way, and probably noted to the group that there was like some effort at art collection by the captain or owner of this room.
Cool. And how do you get to, or describe like your methods for like getting to like the back legs of the furniture and whatnot? Like, you know, the legs that are tucked against the wall.
Seamus probably does this subconsciously at this point in his life, but like I can control shadows and move things that are light. So at times when things are out of reach, I would have like just over the years started to use the shadow to hand me things that were out of reach, and so I would probably start to reach towards it, and as soon as like I realized that there was more effort in the stretch, then I would start to use the shadow to pull things to me.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and as you do so, using you essentially have a mage hand, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah. Cool.
so,
Yeah, using that, you're able to kind of like feel into like little nooks, even like the portions of the bed that would be too tight for your actual fingers to get in, but there's a little bit of clearance. You're able to like feel the backs of them all, and feel inside of the nooks themselves, and you don't come across anything that feels or senses as abnormal. But because of that, you feel very thoroughly checked. All right, Dro, what are you doing? And I'm still listening, but I'm gonna go feed these monsters because they are just staring at me, saying I've never fed them in their lives.
What am I doing? Probably staring at books and getting very bored at staring at books. No, I think Dro is going book to book, opening it up a couple pages, seeing if he can read. I think after getting through about 5 or 6, he would then probably think it'd probably be a good idea to see if anybody else understands the languages that he doesn't. And occasionally take a shot in the dark on who he would think could speak some of the languages that he's seen. Probably leaning heavily on Seamus.
Right. Excuse me. So there is a pattern to the language itself. It seems to be all one language in this collection, and it's very angular, and while you saw several writings while you were at their College of Water, the scripts for that feel excuse me, feel very fluid, and like the letters flow from one to another. This, by contrast, feels like blocks stacking against one another. It's much more rigid in the glyphs, but it feels solid.
I think once he's probably emptied the bookshelves onto the ground, he's gonna check the empty bookshelf. Sit with the key being found in something, piques his interest if there's anything else hidden in this bookshelf. He's gonna kind of pat his hands on different shelves on the back, just see if it's an ordinary bookshelf.
Give me another investigation check.
It's made of wood.
It does feel normal.
Can we see this door here? Or is it completely blocked out of view by this dresser, I guess?
It's very clear that there is a door frame there,
Okay.
but the dresser is pushed up against what was probably the headboard from the bed at one point. And so the headboard is kind of like pushed against the door and nailed shut. and then the dresser was pinned against the headboard. Somebody was clearly trying to prevent entry into this room.
Just gonna take a look at that. With the
Pretty easy to find that there's a discarded hammer
That's what I was about to
nearby.
ask.
Oh, I was like, I was about to volunteer. I have an axe.
He's gonna take the hammer and try to get some of those nails out.
Okay. Give me a strength check. These are big,
Why am I
thick
doing
nails.
this?
This is it's a big thick
Watching.
thing.
Strength.
These are Goliath-sized nails, so they are like huge, and they're also like crude and older. And they were very hastily pounded in, so they are in there in like weird angles. Try to grab it, and it's not even like a hammer that has like a claw to it. It's like almost like a double-sided like mallet.
A mallet.
Oh.
Yeah, so like you try and like just grip the head and like try to leverage it. It's not working very well.
Let's just spin around. Yaslin
I'm watching. How's it going?
just
Yeah,
takes the
look,
hammer,
like,
puts it up against her, and lets go and walks away.
looks at the dingy little hammer, looks at this, and she tosses it to the side. She just goes. She's gonna grab the dresser and like move it fully away from this door.
Just
So
kind of
she has
shoving some of the books that Dro dropped on the floor like into a pile, so they're now pinned between the bookshelf and the dresser that was just moved. And yeah, you have access to the door.
cool. It's still like boarded with this headboard.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I'll just take out my axe and be like, listen. This
I think that
is
just
how you
dis-
break down the door.
I feel like the first part of that sentence described Yaslin as a character. I take out my axe and I'm like, listen.
Listen, I know you gave me a hammer, but the obvious way to break a board, and I swing.
Mm-hmm. Yep, go ahead and roll your attack.
The obvious way to break a board is with an axe.
How big is the hammer that Dro was using?
It's for you. It's about here. It's like a sledgehammer on like a slightly larger, like regular hammer size.
I'm gonna grab it and put it in the bag.
Okay. Just put it in as like
Damage.
overly large hand hammer. Yeah, just it's sturdy. You can probably keep going and you'll make progress eventually.
Alright, well, I'll keep going then, I guess. Yaslin is gonna just hack away while you guys... Don't worry, guys. Oh, my
Sounds
goodness.
Okay. Yep. And, you know, after a little bit, like, you start to, like, chunk it out and get it down, and you see the door behind it. And it's kind of like this spiky door frame now that you've, like, chunked through the center. And there is a door there.
Yeah, can I, like, now that the board's, like, not in a full piece, can I just try to, like, pry it off?
Yeah, just, like, kind of the back and forth, like... Yeah, you eventually get it off.
Yeah, this door has seen better days, but guys, I cleared the door.
Is there any kind of like, I'm so bad at intelligence. I just want to see if there's an actual puzzle here, if I'm just fixating on a freaking piano for no reason.
I think you're onto something, but I think you're missing pieces of your puzzle.
You know, if you're missing keys, they might be in other rooms.
Oh wait, I might have a thing.
That skeleton didn't budge when Yaslin was going to town on that door, did it?
Oh, he totally fell over.
Okay. But no abnormal movement.
Nope.
Okay. just in case.
Oh yeah, by the way, he stood up and started attacking.
Yeah, he didn't like the fact I was absolutely vandalizing his room.
Wants his tricorn back.
And his sword.
Did we clean out the chest?
Seamus. Yep, the chest is cleaned out, just a bunch of monies and stuff. So, Seamus, I will add one more detail. Is that as you are investigating the bones and like looking for things around, you do see very slight runes etched into the bones. And I don't mean etched is not the right word. But it looks like runes, like there's a very different texture, kind of a darker, almost like a muddy blue on some sections, and they very clearly form glyphs. But they look like they've just grown with the rest of the bone. They don't look like a separate substance. It's closer to like, the white portion or the lighter portion at the base of your fingernail. It's still all the same material. It just presents a little different.
The cuticle.
Yeah, I'm more referring to like not the cuticle itself, but like the white portion underneath the nail. And you have been seeing this on the other bones as well.
I hope that was done after they had passed.
Give me a medicine check if you're curious about that.
I'm curious, but not very.
Oh shit. Dyer's gonna play that game too. Okay. Well, with Goliaths, it's a natural occurrence. If you've ever heard of them being able to shrug off mighty blows and continue forth, or their relentless stewardship of body. Scientifically, this is why. They are naturally reinforced with a bit of earth magic that gets stronger as they grow. It's also said to be akin to why they are so large in the first place. It's like their parts of their bodies just naturally absorb some of the minerals around them to ensure that their mineral nutrition never dies low. Unless they're in a place where they can't touch the earth. They are an earthen people, and this is their boon for being such.
Why were earthen people on an astral ship then?
That's their legacy. Or that's the history that I know of them from being on Aeon.
What do you know about the Goliaths? Did they come to Aeon on one of these ships?
I don't know. The absolute origins are a bit of a mystery. Quite a bit of chaos happened at the time of the first forming of Aeon. And so many of who were here at the beginning. One AC, 1 year into the creation of Aeon, as far as society understands it. I expect there's only a handful that are still on the planet that were here at that time. The rest have been ejected. So it's a little hard to truly get records of or stories that go all the way back. We may... I don't know. Tierman! Yeah, what? Huh? Who? And she, looks up, and her eyes are, bug-out wide. And she's, literally, over in the corner, just, you see her turn back, and she's got actual sketchings of the patterns of the wood, it's important. Seamus, would you repeat your question for her?
I was curious about the runes on these bones here, how they came about. And we were wondering if these Goliaths that are so earthbound, why are on these astral ships, and if that's how they got to Aeon.
Oh. Sorry, wrong voice. Oh, well, I mean, I guess any type of people that you have, no matter what the proclivities of their natural state are, there's going to be people that wander off and do something different than that. I mean, that's just kind of normal for folks to do. But if what I understand is correct, and I'll roll a history check for her. It's okay. I don't know. I hear there are different rocks in the astral. So if they have a connection to Earth stuffs, maybe it's important for them to jump from rock to rock to rock.
Just point of order, is it called Aeon Stuffs?
Aeon stuffs?
Yeah, there's no Earth.
Right. Yeah, so, I don't know. But I can tell you that after... let me see here. I'm going to give her an investigation check on what she's found in the ship so far. Ooh, that was terrible.
Double 5.
Wow.
It was almost
horrible.
good, and then one dice knocked the other.
Uh-huh.
The dice said
Oh, hold up a second. I don't know if I've gotten to use this ability yet. Come on, wake up. Oh, okay. I already gave her advantage, so I'm not going to give her a triple advantage, even though she would have it. So what I can tell you is that this ship is old. Super old. I think I already said that. But and we're not just talking about it was old and then it came into Aeon. I mean, this is really old on Aeon. Does that make sense?
So, you're telling me this ship is old, and now it's even older than
I'm saying it's been on this planet for a very long time.
I think that makes sense.
Like, I don't know. I'm not even sure if I've ever heard of another finding like this.
So we could be the first.
Maybe.
You're welcome.
Or maybe we're just the latest in a line of victims because it's going to swallow us whole.
I mean, we are technically down here. Is this? I'm just gonna go ahead and, because I'm Yaslin, I'm gonna go ahead and jiggle the door.
It's locked.
Damn it.
I'm
And
gonna
there's
close the
even
cover.
there's even like a couple of nails that are like jammed straight into the door.
Like into the lock?
Like into the wood of the door to like pin it to the other side. And the handle is also locked.
No, there's no point in even unlocking it. I might as well just break it down.
Hold on. I'm gonna try.
Save me
Yeah,
some wood.
Joe's gonna walk up. There's probably a reason that's sealed tight. Let's at least let everybody be ready before you start breaking everything.
Oh, I guess. Dude, there's like, is there like a keyhole?
Yeah.
Can I like bend down and see if there's anything on the other side? I don't know how old
Yep.
these locks are, I don't know.
Give me a perception check.
As Joe's like, well, maybe we should be careful. He's like, fine. It looks fine.
Oh, no.
There's nothing over there. Literally, it's clear.
While she's doing that, can I try one more thing with this fucking piano? Then I swear to God, I'll give it up.
Sure.
And I'm gonna close the cover on the keys and climb on the cover because I'm short as shit and this is a Goliath piano. And then open the lid, and then down where the hammers are, I'm gonna take like the edge of my dagger and then strum the missing notes and see if that does anything. Now that the notes are being played, even though the keys aren't in, I'm strumming on the chords directly.
Gotcha. Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check at this point, because this is tricky business to try to get it all to work properly. A 9. You're able to do it, but it's not musical. You can hear the sounds, but there's a difference between like a metal hardened tip kind of touching and thrumming against the tight coils of the piano cord versus like the specifically designed like soft padded head of the hammer hitting it. So it does make a sound, it's just it doesn't sound right, and no other effects shows up.
I kind of want to turn around and shoot something. That'd be kind of funny. Yasmin's leaning over, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am. I'm like leaning down, like to look through the little keyhole, and I don't think I really see anything that looks out of the ordinary. So I think we're
Well-
good
Nah,
to
you-
go.
Well, she's leaning over.
Too dark.
Well, she's leaning over. Margot's just gonna be like, I guess there's nothing here for this fucking piano, and then turn around and Eldritch blasts the door above Yasmin's head.
Nice. Roll your damage.
Wait, that Dro's standing in front of? Wait a minute.
Are you
She's
standing
got line of
between them?
sight.
I'm also standing on the piano cover.
Dro's
Which
just
just doesn't
staring
do
forward.
much.
Yeah, it hits.
Oh, that's not bad.
You blast out the keyhole spot.
What?
Or no, because Yaslin was looking at it. You blast out where one of the nails was like pounded into the door. So it's like right above her head. Yaslin, as you lift your head up, you see a green swirling mass of lights kind of in that hole on the other side of the door.
Like, what? Guys. I want to be so stupid. Like, is this like the residual from her blast?
No.
I showed you the button. Push it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and just touch it. Give it a little poke. Just a gentle little poke.
Okay. You reach out to touch it, and like you feel like a heavy resistance, like
Ooh.
trying to push into like a thick gel.
Mm-mm. Oh, I know what this is. No. We're just gonna leave this alone.
Yaslin backpedals.
Yaslin's
Wait.
backpedaling, Dro is backpedaling.
Aslan's backpedaling. I think everybody is backpedaling.
It's the
I moved down the
backpedals.
piano a little.
Everyone backpedals.
Tierman walks over and starts taking notes.
Tierman, scooch back maybe just a little bit.
No way.
What is it? It's weird.
I don't know.
It's like some weird Tierman, you're gonna.
She goes up and starts poking it. Oh, that's funky.
Yeah, it was weird. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it. Out of character, I'm like, gelatin is cute, please don't.
Why is it glowing? I don't see a light source. I just see... I mean, it is a light source. There's no, like, object for it. Weird.
Margot gestures at herself, who is now glowing because she just cast a spell. And that happens for 6 seconds after she casts a spell.
I mean,
Besides you.
I don't like that.
And
Do you want me to shoot it again?
No.
Actually, I'm kind of tempted to say yeah. If you can shoot like the same spot.
Did Tierman touch it?
I touched it. Yeah, she touched it. I touched it. Nothing happened. That might be a little too close, Margot.
Muted, Margot.
Yeah, you go up and
I'm
you...
gonna put my hand exactly like, so like the hole's here. I'm putting my hand against it. I'm gonna try to fire the Eldritch Blast straight through that hole.
Okay. Put your hand out. The magic swirls down your arms. Go ahead and roll damage.
Almost.
You take 9 points of Eldritch Blast damage as it redirects back into your own body. Smacks Margot in the chest as she falls on the floor.
How do you add damage on this new shit?
Margot, are you okay? Oh my god, what just happened?
Same as before, you click into your green little health bar and then do minus
there
9.
it is. Okay.
That's not what I meant to do.
Ouch. That hurts really bad.
Oh yeah.
I don't. It seems to reflect magic.
I mean,
How big is the hole?
like fist size.
Small watermelon.
Punch it.
I'm not gonna punch it, but Joe's like, I don't think I've actually used this thing yet. He's just gonna like kind of pop his hand down, and a dart's gonna appear in his hand from his wrist, and he's just gonna throw it through the hole. At whatever that is. We watch magic get redirected, but this ain't magic. Comes right
And
back.
you deflect missiles as it like comes back like about an inch away from your face.
Alright,
I figured as much. And he'll put the dart
It-
back.
punch it.
It might be an additional security measure placed on this door. Like he had the nails and the matches. It might be like a certain wall or something like prismatic or something like that. Whatever it is, beating our way through it won't help. And I have no ability to remove that kind of magic right now. I need to sleep to do that.
Yeah, but you just threw a bunch of things at it. I'm gonna try to punch it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your
How about a
attack.
scientist?
I'm just picturing the cartoon. She punches and punches herself is what's gonna happen.
Okay. Yaslin, go ahead and roll your damage. Okay. Yaslin, as you punch, your fist goes in and it is rejected fiercely. So you wind up and like go like this, and it's like you become a spinning top for a moment as you like whip backwards as like the force from your arm is amplified and swings around. Your wrist kind of gets scraped against the shards of the blast where Margot shot it, and your arm and your body like slam backwards against the door, and like you kind of sit there stunned for a second.
Wow. Okay, well,
What did we learn?
ow. I guess we learned not to punch weird swirly things.
Tierman, did you touch it? Did you put your
Oh yeah,
finger in it?
totally touched it. Yep.
Did it?
No.
I have a way I
I'll
could.
find it felt like, I don't know, like thick, squidgy skin, almost like a wet skin, like
You can just stop describing it. That's fine. That's great.
a
I
very
have a
thick
way-
amphibian.
I have a way to cast dispel magic, but it could just. Do you think that would help?
You think it's magic?
Certainly do.
What if it just dispels the dispel magic?
Look, it's a risk. Doing so will cost most of my resources as well. Well, I don't have much left, but what's left it will cost.
You in the front there.
Yeah. Can we go check out more of the ship?
That's what we're trying to do.
I mean, we could go backwards.
I mean,
I
we've
think-
checked out like. Have we checked everything in this room?
Have we?
Oh,
I don't know. Have we checked everything in the ship? I don't know. I feel like there's more. We've only seen 3 rooms. This ship has more than 3 rooms. I want to see them all.
so
Here.
you want to go through this door? Because I'll need to dispel that magic if I need to go through this door.
We could try
Maybe.
a different door.
This place is weird and hocus pocusy, and I don't know.
So we got in here because I broke a window. Maybe we just break another window.
I don't think there is any windows.
Well, not in here, but there was
Oh.
3 windows to that I don't know room.
Well,
It
we
looks like a
came
meeting.
through this door.
Yeah, just touch it again, right?
Okay.
Yeah, we can go
I'll
there.
touch it.
Oh, this is weird.
Yep, Yaslin, you went in the right spot.
Oh, everyone else is okay.
Oh, now I see what you were trying to do last week with these. Okay.
Interesting. So this is the window I broke.
Was it or
Yeah,
was
you
it?
broke the center one.
Yeah,
I broke the center one.
because Dro shadow stepped through the far one.
Mm-hmm.
I broke the center when you went through that one. We came out this one, so they all connect to the same room.
We didn't see
Is
a
what
door.
I'm understanding.
We didn't see
And
a
we
door up
came
here.
From this door?
Yep, and you guys can see inside of these windows and whatnot. Oops.
I think Seamus and I are still stuck in the other room.
If you click
You
on the
want to
little
be?
stairs icon, it should.
Oh, not
Oh,
the
you
door.
guys can actually see the stairs today?
Uh huh. I can.
Well, I tried clicking on the door. I guess that didn't
Oh my
work.
gosh.
There you go.
Ah. The door doesn't work. The stairs do. What this little octopus do? What's it looking like? Is it looking gold like the other one?
Margo, where are you? Yes. Also gold.
Tro's dark
Touch it.
vision.
Definitely looking more patinaed. It's got like barnacles and like salt crust. Well, not salt crust, but like some sort of dust and crust on it.
Is
And this
this?
one down here, same.
Yeah, pretty same.
Touch it.
Touch it.
Margo, give me an Arcana check.
Oh, fuck. Scared of my dice. That's why I'm scared of my
As
dice.
you should be.
15.
15. With what you've seen so far, what you saw that you could stand with your true sight on before you turned it off, there's something odd going on here. Like if you've ever had a moment where you were trying to apply a skill and it wasn't working, it was just being resistant to what should be happening. And the only way you were able to progress forward is by kind of turning off the logic a little bit and relying on instinct instead. A little bit like creating art, in that sometimes when your logical center is on, it's actually far more difficult to be creative. And Seamus, do you want to be in the other room still, or do you want to go over?
I always just take my time walking through doors with groups in D&D because I'm traumatized.
Oh, what do you mean?
Sure.
When has one bad thing happened to our group when we all walked into a place at once?
And Seamus, based on your role earlier, you were very specifically looking for like more keys or like more secret spots.
Yeah.
But you don't. Let's see. Roll me an insight check for gut feeling.
Yeah, that's not so.
This place is Cuckoo. Also, with Seamus in the other room, his candelabras are not available right now. So they're in the other room.
I still have my torch, I think. It must not work.
Yep. You guys are probably getting close to about the 50-minute mark or so on this torches. So a little bit longer. Go ahead and take another bit of that off.
I don't know if this is accurate or if it's a glitch, but it says I have 10 torches, which is insane. That's a lot to carry.
I mean, like, honestly, I sometimes feel like D&D inventory is much like Skyrim inventory in the fact I can just shovel a lot in.
I'd say it's more like you've got like 1 or 2 torch lengths of wood, and then you've got like new fuel that you can attach to the end of it. That's my logic for that.
I'm gonna go ahead and step through the door. Join the group.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna touch this octopus.
Yeah, so Seamus, the actual door should not be functional, but can you click on those stair icons?
I can.
Woohoo! You can touch the octopus. Reach out and touch it. And feels normal.
I'm going to cast. I said it looks patinaed, right?
Yeah.
This is gonna be weird. Can I cast mending to try and remove the patina but see what the actual metal is underneath? So it's like reverse mending almost. It's returning it to its original state before patina.
I'd say no for mending, but you could do like prestidigitation to clean it.
Okay, yeah.
That's
do
fine.
that.
Yeah, so you do, and you kind of like start with the head and then just kind of move it around, and it's like kind of a filmy buildup from over time, and it's not quite as pristine as it once was because there's literally like a chemical reaction that's changing it, not just getting it dirty, but you do get it looking much nicer. It's kind of a brassy gold hybrid, probably, looks well crafted. Probably was expensive to make. This had some, if they're able to throw this much into decoration, whoever built this was not doing too poorly.
Alright. I'm gonna look back at the group and just shrug, because I have no idea what to do now.
Shrug. I guess, I don't know, we start touching octopuses?
That's what I was trying.
I
know.
Maybe we all need to touch it at the same time.
Is this as far as Joe can see through this window with his dark vision? This 120 feet? Oh, jeez.
Yep, there you go. There's actually a window option in, now that Foundry's up to number 11, where if there's a window, you actually have to get up to it to a certain degree to be able to see through it. So that's a bit of a change. Because most of the time you just see from a window from afar and your view is very narrow, or you're just seeing the reflection of the glass. But as you get closer, it's clearer. So that is a new thing.
That's actually really cool. Can I do a perception to see if I see anything that isn't obvious? Just obviously there's two bodies turned over chair. And Dro's just saying out loud what he sees to the group.
Yeah, for sure. Give me a perception check, Dro.
Oh god, I almost teleported. 19.
19. Okay. You see the two bodies. One of them has very clearly like a large split down the center of their head, which will indicate their death blow. You see signs of a scuffle. 19's pretty good. You see like a little chest over here and like some sort of rolled up map, some sort of journal. You see a large chest that seems to be kind of like propped open a little bit. Like something got stuck somewhere. You can't really see like what that thing might be, but it's open like a couple of inches instead of like being flush. Over here there's some sort of like a cabinet sort of deal, an empty chest here, bag of coins, a few more goblets, something torn, like a piece of paper that was like ripped in the middle of things. And with a 19 in your good dark vision, over here you see a portrait of the captain of the ship. Very easy to identify because nobody else would have like a big ass portrait. This thing is probably like 3 or 4 feet wide by like 7 feet tall. It takes the entire span of that portion of the wall. You see a large woman with kind of grayish brown skin, chalk white hair, very powerful build, broad shoulders, like large chested, large hips too. Very powerfully built, looking out, and she's got her hands on 2 boulders, like, and there's a split right down the middle of them, and it speaks like she just split them in half herself. Got kind of white eyes. She's beautiful in like a fierce sort of way. She's got kind of this cracked stone armor all over her. And Dro, she seems familiar. Give me a history check. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
You place it immediately. You've met her before. In fact, most of you have.
We see her at the spa.
Yeah. You guys pulled her in as a hypothetically neutral third party while you were having a debate. I think it was about the name of the group.
Oh my gosh.
Dro's relaying everything that he saw, including the individual.
For anybody who's got decent dark vision, let me see here.
Well, Dro's
So
gonna
that'd be
cast his dancing lights in there. One near that chest that's propped open, one near the portrait, one above the center of the table. How many is it? 4?
it's 4.
And then one. So boom,
What?
boom,
What
boom.
do your dancing lights look like, Dro?
Crescent moons. His necklace.
Okay.
Then probably
Gotcha.
one over here behind the individual who is a split skull.
Okay, I'm just gonna drop Seamus's for right now. What'd you say?
The chest,
This chest. Okay, what else?
and then kind of the center of the table here.
Okay, cool.
Hopefully,
Give me a minute to play in the background, and I will get you your custom ones.
so those are the key things Jiro will point out, along with everything else. But does anybody actually? Hey,
Bro, I don't think I have your.
I think we got a name. I think we literally just pulled in a stranger and said,
mhm.
"What's your opinion on this name?"
Pretty sure that we bought her drinks and she left.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm pretty sure a lot of us were pretty tired too, and just.
Bro, will you shoot me a? Sorry, will you shoot me a picture of your crescent? And if you don't have one, then generate it.
Yeah, it's somewhere in here. I'll find it.
Cool.
With light above that chest, can I get a better view of what could be propping it open?
Sure. Give me a new perception check. DC's a little lower this time.
15.
Ooh, just barely. Yeah. It looks like a piece of wood kind of on the opposite side, but it's curved like a plank from a barrel.
Okay. But we can physically see something propping it open.
Yeah, and it's only like now that you have the light in there and you can kind of see into like the back right corner, right about here. You can see about, and I mean like a dirty 20 is great, or a 15 is still pretty good, but it's about 4 inches, just enough that you can see that curvature.
Wait, remind me, we came into this hallway from this door on the right, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. So we went to the windows, we're taking to that one.
Margot's already tried that top one. You want to try that octopus? To
I've
your bottom
touched
left?
that one too.
You
I've touched both those octopus. Nothing's happened.
Okay.
And just for clarity, the octopus don't yield any results on the balcony here, as you go around and slap each one of them.
Wah!
Can I just, after a little bit, start taking the lights and moving them around the room?
Sure, where would you like them?
They just have them continuously move, and I think Jero's looking for is any movement in that room that reacts to that light moving by them, or this is really broad away in there, which is a very broad thing to look for, but mostly trying to see if any sort of movement in there kicks anything off.
I think we missed a passage.
I think it did.
Should we go back over?
Let's see if anything is still in there real quick, but I don't think that's a bad idea to backtrack where we came from.
You don't see anything new, or any shadows that are shifting unnaturally, or you get more of the same room and you're starting to piece it together just because you have to kind of chunk it out because the lights are not large.
I want to
kind of get the general layout.
Can I make it a point to have one of these lights purposely go by the window that Dro's face is in?
Yep. Goes. Sorry, that was an automatic movement.
Just to make it visible
Goes-
that he's there.
Yeah. So the light comes through, well, shines up on your face. No reaction from the room.
I think one.
Although I'm sure from the room's perspective, you look like a haunted horror story. As like this dark underlight inside this like death room is like flashlighting like up on Dro's like pale face and white, or his dark skin and like white hair.
One by
All of
one,
us just.
I want to drop the lights, but leave one on the portrait still.
Okay.
And then, depending on if the group starts to walk back and backtrack, he'll keep the light there until he gets past this last window. He's going to be watching it the whole time. He's staring at that portrait.
Sounds good. I don't know where I put the other lights. I lost them. Here we go. Okay. And Dro, it's... You feel like as you're kind of going by, that portrait is kind of like watching you.
That's what I thought.
You've got...
Whoa.
It's one of those pictures where it's like...
Oh,
like,
he's
as you look
100%
around,
doing
like,
that.
The eyes are like just in the right place where it's like, I don't know if this is because it's haunted or because it's well painted.
Aw, doggo.
I think right before he
There's
passes...
nugs.
So cute.
Move too far. Before he gets out of line of sight, he's just gonna look at it and just kind of nod down.
Huh?
Let's see if there's any besides it staring at him. Can I clock if it's him or if it's someone else that their portrait's staring at?
I mean, from your perspective, it looks like it's staring at you.
Okay. He's actually gonna stop and pull whoever's next to him. I don't know who it would be.
I'm
Seamus.
walking by. Yes.
Seamus.
Seamus. Do me a favor and walk to the middle window and look at that portrait.
The big one.
Yeah. Does it look like
Yes,
it's...
looking at me.
So we both perspectives, it looks like it looks at both of us.
Mm-hmm. And both of you just give me perception checks as you're staring at the image. Okay, Seamus, not so much. Dro, you've been staring at this thing for a little bit.
My math didn't work correctly there. What did I just roll? Oh, maybe I was looking at Dro's dice. Never mind. Sorry.
Gotcha. Alright, there we go. Dro, it's definitely the right person. But this picture almost looks older than the person you saw. Like, the skin was a little bit more full and plush. When she was at the spa, she just looked a little bit younger. And there's a moment where it's like, okay, well, maybe it's her daughter or a descendant or something, but it's like the overall presence of who this person is absolutely matched who was in the spa. even like the cracks on her, like the cracks like on her skin and like eyes, the different like markings of her as a Goliath are an exact match, but just the body just seems a little bit younger in person now. This portrait is old. She looks old. She doesn't look old. She still looks scary as hell. But it's like the difference between like a very powerful woman in her mid-20s versus a very powerful woman in her like late 40s.
We done looking in those windows, or
I think so. And then he'll drop the dancing light. I think he'll still stare just for a minute once the light disappears from the portrait.
something wrong?
I actually go over to Seamus. Seamus. She looks familiar, correct?
Yeah, now that you say it. Yeah.
There's something about it that just seems familiar but different. And my wonder, obviously we've put together, and then he'll start to say this out loud so people can hear. Obviously we've connected that this was the crew. How did she not end up like them?
Luck?
Well, this is an old ship. We don't know when this all happened. She could be a descendant of passengers that, came off the ship before it went off on its way again, or
maybe it hasn't happened to her yet.
Maybe they aren't related at all, and she just ended up looking a lot like this person.
Wait a minute, you think this could be a reflection of something that's going to happen?
Why not? Perhaps not a reflection, but the real thing.
That's very confusing. Yasmin thinks about it a little bit, and then her head starts hurting, so she stops thinking about it. Oh no, that's too complicated.
I'm actually going to go with Yaslin's thinking on this one. I don't tend to think in the future tense of situations like.
But why couldn't it be? There's no rules written that say time travel is not possible. Just because we don't have the right magic for it doesn't mean others don't.
It's fair enough. I don't know anything about this magics.
Just super likely.
Neither does a ship full of Goliaths in a extraplanar space wrecked on a beach we happen to land on.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you think that's the same lady that we saw? Do you think that's her kin? They look pretty darn similar.
Oh, I mean, they could be related, but
If
Did
this
somebody
ship
say
is
that
meant
the
to
gal at
sail-
the spa... I'm sorry, go ahead,
Go
please.
for it. Go for it.
Did somebody say that she was a legend?
no. Did
Back at the
somebody?
spa. I thought there was something about her being a legend of sorts.
Does that sound familiar at all? It does kind of sound familiar. Not sure.
To recap, kind of out of game. As you guys were walking away, you made some sort of joke about, it's like, what if we just like randomly grabbed some legendary adventurer? And as she was walking off, she said, "You're not wrong."
Oh. Well, did we ever catch her name? I don't even think we asked for her name.
We
Oh,
never even
Nope.
asked. We're such assholes.
Hey, she got free drinks. It's fine.
We're a bunch of punks. We're just like
We are. Um,
I love how badly you guys are berating yourselves right now for this.
Ugh.
well, if this ship, it can sail among the stars, according to Tierman, which is not possible in Aeon. That means it comes from beyond the stars. And perhaps it's possible for time travel out there as well.
Has a ship ever come into Aeon from outside?
It must have.
Potentially, this might have been the first one, and it ended really badly.
I mean, maybe she found the way out and then was trying to find her way
Oh
back.
shit.
Oh
Damn,
shit!
Tierman.
Ooh, Tierman! Tierman, spill the tea!
Human pipes up at that point, just like, there's a couple of distinctions to make here. So, one, it is possible for ships to come into Aeon, but it's through graphs, just like everything else. But it is, as far as we understand, and I have studied this extensively, just like it's impossible for us to leave Aeon physically by like moving beyond the space of the planet, it is impossible for anything else to come in, or at least to all documentation that I can find, which is approximately a shit ton. It's never happened before.
Or it has happened and nobody survived to tell the tale.
Or maybe there was a graft here that's been closed.
Maybe is
That's
that
how they
maybe
got
what
in.
all the magical energy you're feeling is?
No, the
Plus
ship
the ship?
itself is magical.
Okay.
Is it closed even? Is that what we're seeing?
When I had my eyes up, did I see anything like the energy I got from the graft?
It was
Overwhelming.
very different than a graft. A graft, a graft feels like an energetic like water slide. The kind that's like in a tunnel, like fully enclosed. This feels more like one of the large war tents from your home.
This is not a graft. Certainly not that.
Well. Do we
We have
wanna
to go somewhere.
go backwards?
Perhaps we do have to go backwards to go forwards. Nothing here makes sense.
Unless we want to try that weird rubber door swirly thing. Which, I mean,
I can cast Dispel Magic on it.
I don't
You
know
can
if
do
I
that.
want you to waste a spell for that, though.
I think
What
that
if
should
it's
be our
doing
last
anything?
option. That
Yeah,
room.
if we can't find
So
anything
here's
when we go
here's
back.
the thing. In order to do that, I will have to use all of my resources. So I'll
Yeah.
conserve them for now, but if worst case
Yeah.
scenario I have to use one of those resources, we won't have an option.
Very last then. Let's try. I mean, we broke one of the windows to get in, and it took us to a different place than what we saw when we were looking. So I could almost go with Yaslin's plan to break more windows. It's also worth an.
I get to break more shit.
It also might be worth an attempt to touch all the octopi at the same time, because we didn't try that, and the octopi worked in the other room. So it's worth a
Just
shot.
casually walks back and touches one here.
Alright, do we want to just... Ready? Go! Where did you go? What did we touch?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Right.
To the door.
Yeah, jiggle jiggle.
Process some illumination.
As Yaslin touches it and jiggles it, she goes back to the other room, like the one up top, before you got in the balcony. Well, actually,
That's
I
where
think
we
that
came.
door's... Yeah, you came from where you came. You go to where you came from in the first place.
I don't... So...
Sure, let me...
It was the storage room.
Yeah, it was the one with all the stuff in it.
Yeah. Whoa, I'm teleporting myself weirdly. Can you guys see this now?
No.
Okay,
I'm still
gonna...
here.
I am curious about something. I'm gonna refresh my page, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna refresh the server.
The door says it's locked, or it sounds like it's locked for me at least.
Yes, that's just to prevent you guys from not interacting with my teleporters. Okay, does it do anything different if you guys refresh your screens? Can you see the stairs?
Do that now.
Okay.
Back shift, do.
Also,
Oh,
we
I do
now...
see them.
Oh, okay, yeah, so everybody give a refresh.
Yeah, I see that.
Also, this is what Rose dancing lights look like.
Oh, those are cool.
I think it would make it a
Oh my
point
gosh.
to everyone would have seen it by now. It's exactly the same as the necklace he wore and that Yaslin has. With the addition of the colors going around it. Oh god, where did I go?
Right.
Oh, did I not? Oh, Wait, did I teleport my dancing light on accident? I did. Wait.
We checked this room pretty thoroughly though too. I mean, I guess we can.
Those doors at the very beginning have to go do something.
I mean, I guess we're gonna all spend. I guess I'll look for anything that looks nailed down. Maybe like it's been touched a lot.
Where are you guys? You're still in the balcony?
I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
I'm in-
Yep, you're way in the other room now.
Besides, like, the octopus, like, anything else that's looked like it's been touched a lot, I guess, is the best way.
Like,
Like, worn, like,
yeah, like it's
Way.
been yeah, like a railing that's been touched several times, and
Yeah.
like you can see that. Give me a perception check, Jasmine.
Can I help with that?
Yes.
roll advantage.
You or me? Oh, you.
Just
Okay, 21. Yaslin, yes. But it's excuse me. Okay, how to describe this? It was a ship that people lived on, so there are naturally spots where people like would touch frequently. There's different portions of this banister. Oops. Get out of here. Got the wrong thing selected. There's portions of the banister. There's and like even on this like mast, which is part of like the central support structure, you know, there's obviously like people would like run their hand down it as they were like following the stairs, and over time there is a bit of a colored difference there. But like what you're kind of looking for, like, hey, maybe there's like a secret spot.
yeah.
Based on that portion, not really. Nothing stands out with that line of thinking.
Does this place looks like the things that like should have wear and tear have wear and tear? Like the banister looks worn. Does the
Yes.
octopus look the same way, or does it look like in general it was never touched until?
Oh no, it absolutely looks like it's touched. Like,
Oh, it
you know,
looks
people
worn
come
too. Okay.
yeah, people come down the banister and like slap the back of the head of the octopus and like rub their hand forward on it, or like play with or trace the tentacles or something. It was kind of a fun textural thing.
Yeah.
So you can see that people have messed with it before.
What about
I-
skid marks on the ground, like something's been scooted?
Lots of skid marks. This is an equipment room,
No, I feel like
but it looks normal.
I almost think that this whole weird transportation thing that we're experiencing happened after or sometime later. It wasn't here to begin with. Because if there's wear on the banister, then they had to have used the actual staircase. So the way we're doing it wasn't the initial way things were done.
This is like a post right here.
Yeah, so that's one of the main. That's the back mast, and the mast goes through the upper deck and then like all the way down. It's connected to, I think it's called the kern or the keel or something around there. It's essentially like, it's the major piece of wood that connects the entire ship as essentially the backbone, and the masts like line into that, and then that's the fundamental structure that the entire ship is built around. Is that, and so this is one of the what would be the mast as it went up.
And nothing on it looks abnormal on it.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I gotta pull up my notes again because it was just like refreshed.
I do have one
What did-
question.
What if the teleportation was a defense mechanism? that triggered when they were attacked. Like you
Huh?
could traverse normally when it wasn't up, but when they got attacked, if they know what to push and where, they can move around a lot quicker from enemies who are just lost like us in this.
I feel like if that's the case, then the person who would know how to do it would be the person who captains the ship.
Or if we can find a control room, maybe we can turn it off.
How are we going to get to the control room?
I don't.
We're having troubles traversing the ship as is. Also, I guess, can I look around for a key?
Yeah. Could be an investigation check.
That was
Kevin?
almost a nat one.
Right. So, Yaslin, describe what you're doing as you're kind of moving around.
Literally, she's like opening lids and like moving things around because like she's not being super careful or like super like meticulous, but she's definitely like shifting everything in this ship. No stone was left unturned. No barrel
Okay.
left unturned.
Okay, so you're just like touching all the barrels and the crates and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. You find what you would expect to find in each of them. You know, there's materials. This barrel is like, oh come on, I'm not used to wielding this new module. This barrel is filled with some sort of like waxy sealant that's probably used for like coating the ship and making sure like air doesn't get sucked out into space or water doesn't get in or whatever. Lots and lots of ropes in here. This is a big old mast. This is a big sail, like as a replacement.
Yeah.
Lots of ropes and whatnot. There's a pile of cannonballs. It feels normal,
Alright.
like what you would expect. I know you're just looking inside the containers.
Yeah, I guess I'll check out this skeleton. We said this one looked pretty injured in battle too. Is there like any remnants of clothes left on it at all?
No, gone.
Wow.
Nudity in my game.
How
Mhm.
scandalous! Alright, well.
You do see like a couple of like gold teeth.
Oh,
On the
I'm
jawbone.
taking those. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, just easy to get those out.
I'll pocket them. You know, in case I lose a couple of my own, maybe.
Plausible. You get socked in the face a lot.
Haven't lost me yet.
But now that's on my radar for ways to injure Yaslin.
It's okay, then I'll get a gold tooth replacement and be like, hey guys.
Starts looking like a gold rimmed like wrapper at some point, like haha.
Look at my grill!
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, okay, well I feel like I've turned this room upside down, guys. It's literally just a storage room.
Anything with this mast?
Did you roll investigation?
No.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
Why do I struggle to find that particular skill?
16. It reads pretty normal. Yeah, if you're just looking at that.
Is this just, maybe this is out again. Is this just supposed to be like a dark, like a shadow spot?
Yeah, it's just a dark bit.
Okay. Yaslin just opened containers and looked in them, right? Did you look around and behind them?
I mean, she moved them around.
Okay.
But, I mean, she didn't. She. It's Yaslin.
She did a Yaslin search, got it.
It's the Yaslin church. It was literally like open, close, turn, turn. Nope. Okay, next.
I don't think there's anything in here. It's that first room still. Those two doors have me interested.
Go back and look around here too.
Also, where is the rest of the group?
Yeah,
There's
I'm
three
not
of us in
sure.
here.
I don't know.
Well,
Joe's just gonna peek around the box at the door.
Seamus? Seamus? Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, I just didn't move them in there with you, so Tierman and
I just say in Seamus's head, "Are you coming or not?"
I don't know where you are.
Oh
We
no!
went through the door we came in.
Yeah, I don't think I can get through.
Oh, you
I
have to
can't.
refresh it, and the stairs will appear. We had to refresh.
Okay. I saw the other stairs for the other room, and I just kept circling around the back of the deck in that room.
You like, is there a secret entrance they used?
Mhm.
How did we get down here? Was the octopus, right?
Yeah, that's the bit that you know so far.
Did Joe's just gonna walk up the stairs without touching the octopus? Just walk.
Loop
Okay.
back down to the bottom.
I swear to God, if that would have went somewhere else, I would have been so mad.
Is there something down here? It looks like there's something on the map, but I can't tell if that's just.
That was the mast.
Oh, excuse me. So this is the
mast.
mast. This
Yeah,
I
that-
didn't see what you're. That's just like a square support beam. Like the
Okay.
mast is doing most of the job, but it doesn't mean it. Like it, there are other posts throughout the ship to help.
That's what I was looking at before.
Is there any
Who's still-
like
The same results.
just... This room is infuriating!
This place is very.
Jameis, did you want to go through that door?
Yes, if you could help me with that.
Okay, there you go. You should be good now.
I'm just glad it's not like more like puzzling, complicated than this, because like I'd be like, I don't know which entrance to where. Glad it's just very back and forth.
Hmm.
As our DM is very quiet and smiling. Totally, Aslan. It's completely simple. Yeah, can you?
I gave you guys some nudges.
I guess we can touch the. Oh god! Oh my god! Come on! Stop!
It's something about the illogicalness of this place. Don't follow your logic. Follow your instincts. Whatever the fuck that means.
Wait, what the?
Yeah, I'm very confused where Seamus just went.
Wait, where did Seamus just go? Seamus, what did you just do?
I'm somehow back in the first room at the octopus.
Wow.
Oh, you clicked
Where-
the octopus, or did you click the stairs?
There's no
Uh,
thing there.
I see. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
I had to
so-
refresh again. There it is. Oh, what is?
Oh, I never Oh, jeez. Okay. There you go. I never unhid that octopus button. So the octopus from the other room is viable now.
Woo! Wee! Oh, I broke.
Aslan, where are you?
I'm here.
There you go.
I'm back in the main room.
This fucking room.
I have to refresh a couple times because like things are showing up now that
Hmm.
weren't there before.
Yeah, and I wish this module would just display it when I unhide it rather than forcing you guys to refresh. Sorry about that.
All good.
Okay, so as you guys are scratching your chin and humming and hawing, go ahead and take our break, and we'll come back in a little bit. What's the next line of thinking that you guys are going down as you're kind of tinkering around with this wild ship?
Heck, I guess let's try the door again. Oh, yep.
Yep, the door sends you back down.
Yay! What if we? Okay, what if I count to 3 and we
Both go
touch
at the
the
same
doors
time.
at the same time?
Same
Ready,
door or
ready?
opposite door?
Slam it to each other.
Opposite doors. Opposite doors. 1, 2, 3.
Just
Wow. Okay. Well,
You know what the definition of
Margot
insanity is,
comes in.
right?
Oh, hey,
Doing
Margot.
the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
or
You know,
just
maybe-
jumping in a puddle that teleports you.
That is not insanity, that was the scientific research.
Yeah, do we even?
This is
Scientific
coming-
research, stupidity, and Joe walks behind the mask every sentence.
This is coming from a woman who, every time that she comes across a big bad thing, she tries to mind meld with it, expecting different
Hasn't
results.
killed me
Much.
yet.
Head peeks back out. See?
I haven't killed you yet, but I'm pretty sure it hasn't ended with great results for you so far.
Alright,
Like-
there's no results being made here. We don't need to turn this into a Margot intervention judgment of character. We need to figure out how to get out of this fucking ship.
Oh, well, listen. Did we check what's in this barrel?
What barrel?
Shadow monsters that try to
Yeah.
eat you.
Besides, so I got interrupted by a monster that tried to eat.
Oh,
Did I
fair
ever
point.
finish like investigating that corner afterward?
I don't believe so.
Okay, well I'm gonna go back to investigating that corner now. Now that I think the weird shadow creature is dead.
Okay, Yasmin, give me an investigation check.
Well,
Okay, so what are you looking for? What are you doing? What are you
so
messing with?
I guess I'd like look over the skeleton to see if it has anything near it, and then I'm just gonna try to pop open the barrel and see that, and then I guess see if there's anything like behind it that's dropped behind it.
Okay. So Yaslin, you come over here at that particular skeleton. There's like a large gap in their chest that looks like it
Ooh.
was like blown inward by some sort of maybe a projectile. Maybe like slumped back into the space. And yeah, they are leaning on a large barrel, so do you move the skeleton?
Yeah, I guess I'll move the skeleton kind of to the side.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. And you just move to the side and it just kind of falls apart for whatever pieces are like still holding up just due to gravity. You just shift it and all kind of follows into the bit.
Sorry.
And you go and back over here, pop open the barrel, and inside you see some like something black.
Oh,
Kind of hard to tell in this corner. It looks with your dark vision.
does it look like a liquid? It's not a liquid, right?
You're not sure.
Oh no, guys! I found a barrel of black. Can I get a
It's
light
not-
over here?
It's not more of that powder, is it?
I don't know.
Doesn't have the smell. It's different.
Can I get a light that isn't firelight, just in case?
What?
But
I'll throw it. Hello? Maybe I'll throw it down.
I don't think you have the ability to pull in your
Okay.
own tokens, but once I drop them on the page, you should be able to
get
control
like,
it.
Next to me.
Yeah, and as you do, you bring it over, Yaslin, or Dro brings it over, and the light like goes about a foot into the barrel and then just stops.
This
Like it's just like a void. You don't know what's in the bottom. You can't tell.
Oh, this is dumb. Okay, I'm just gonna.
Before she does anything stupid,
Make
Dro
an
just
arm.
drops a ball bearing
Like-
in there.
Oh!
That's
Is this
all.
weird? Did I hear it hit the bottom? I'm jumping in.
Out of game, that's what I was thinking is one of these portals has got to be in a barrel.
I'm jumping in! Yeah, it's like, oh, bet. Alright, guys. I'll see you maybe on the other side. Or I'll hit the bottom of the barrel.
I'm gonna jump in after her.
Same.
Yaslin disappears.
Dro's just fuck. Into the barrel.
Wasn't me this time! I jump in.
Hey guys, new
And they like come up on top of me. I'm like, oh crap.
I'm just
portal.
gonna start going with my
So
gut now.
as you jump out, and Yaslin being the first one down there, she jumps down and like her. Let me see, like, and like she jumps down, gains a little bit of speed, and then like comes up, and like her feet like kind of kick open the barrel lid as she's upside down, and then like her feet kind of like dangle over, and she's like awkwardly like.
Oh crap. Like,
You're able to like kind of get yourself up.
oh. I'll help everyone else out because that was a really awkward thing for. Yeah, guys. Literally, what is this place?
Yeah. So you see that you are most likely on the bottom of the ship. The bottom, one of the lower levels. The mast is still there. You can see you can see stairs going up. And a little ways away, kind of in the middle
Yeah.
of the ship, is just crushed and burst open, and you see just this green and kind of bluish swirl. You don't even need like Margot's true sight. This just looks like pure, like visible, undulating magic.
It is. What am I looking at? What is this weird green glowing thing? Is
Margot's
this-
walking straight for it.
Margot, wait! Yeah, I grab her before she like jumps in or anything.
Okay.
I don't know because you jumped down the ship and.
And you jumped in the barrel just now.
Okay, well, worst case scenario, I just fall in and you know. I could have probably put a rope around myself. I probably should have put a rope. Next time, I will put a rope around myself.
Meanwhile, Seamus is tying a rope around this pole in the other room.
At least one of us.
And
At least one of us
yeah.
is sensible.
then I'm gonna go over and try dropping the rope into the barrel.
Goes into the barrel, kind of disappears on the other side, just.
And then I'll lock through.
You said
I
you came
literally-
down here because you sensed a huge magical source?
I think this is it. Whatever it is, it's insanely powerful.
Wow.
Is it like emanating a field of energy? Or
Oh, yes.
so if I put my hand out into
Whoa!
Everybody can feel this.
Mhm.
Like, it's making the hands on your, or the arms on your hair. Wow, words. I just rolled a natural one on that sentence, ladies and gentlemen. You can feel the hair on your arms and the back of your neck stand up. Yaslin, your spikes that protrude, your scales that get a little sharp when you rage,
Yeah.
they start to protrude
no.
a little bit on their own.
Oh, this, I don't know if this is good for me, guys.
Is my second heartbeat picking up speed or anything?
Roll an insight check.
God
Yeah,
damn
I'm
it.
just going to, feeling the spikes on my, like, my scaly spikes start to grow. I do like a check-in and I'm like, are you good in there? Like, into my internal role, I ask if I'm okay, if my chimera is okay, because I don't want to berserk here.
Also, insight check.
25
Internal.
for me.
Doing an internal insight check. And you said when it comes to my chimera, I get a +1, right?
Yep, currently that's true.
Okay. Ah, that's a 5. That's an 8. You couldn't bear.
Yaslin, you get essentially the equivalent of like taking your dog on a walk, but then you lose your dog, but then you find them like in a dark corner and you know they're like hackles raised, like backed up into the wall. But you can't see them or sense. You can just kind of vaguely sense that they're there. You don't get anything clear.
I don't. Shit.
What you
I'm
do
gonna
get, Yaslin, what you do get, are you holding on to Margot?
Yeah, I was holding on.
I'm not gonna let her take me because I want to know the result of my insight check first.
Give me a. So Yaslin starts to back up, and Margot, if you are trying to stay where you are, I need you to have a contested athletics check.
So it depends on the result of that insight check if I'm trying to stay or
Yeah,
not.
I'm
because
getting
I
there.
mean, I guess we incited kind of with him, but
I'm getting to that.
okay. I guess. Do you want us to do contested athletics real quick?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's gonna kick my ass. I have a -1 athletics.
Yeah, beat a 26.
Yeah.
Can you beat
Yeah,
it?
no, I can't even beat it.
It's okay, because I only drag you back a square. Right next to this lovely skeleton.
Let's see that check just for shiggles.
For shits and giggles.
I have a -1. I cannot beat a 26.
I know, but it tells the story.
Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah, so you are pulled back, and Yaslin, as you start to pull her back and you feel this like little bit of resistance, like she's fighting you, like she wants to stay close, and as you kind of like grab her and pull back,
Uh-oh. What is this?
Oh no.
you take 4 points of piercing damage as thorns erupt from Margot's shoulders and pierce through your hands. Margot, you don't have a triple heartbeat right now. It is a single beat. It is just and you can feel it pushing forward with every one of them. Roll a charisma saving throw.
Let me take that off my... Oh,
A 20. Margot, your vision is starting to go blurry. And not in a traditional sort of blurry, but there are like roots that start to come in from the sides of your vision, trying to creep forward, and it's cutting off some of your line of sight. And your body, mind, soul, all three aspects are all in conflict with themselves right now.
I
Did
might
you just-
make it worse.
Did you just
But
attack me?
I want to. Oh, this is stupid. I know I'm out of magic. Like, not just sorcery points, but most all my spell slots. Can I try to siphon the magic in front of me to replenish my own magic? In front, around, everywhere, I guess, at this point, because we're kind of in the heart
First
of
of
it.
all, roll a concentration check, like you're concentrating on a spell, to see if you even have like mental bandwidth to do what you're asking for.
Ooh, 17?
All right. You are used to doing magical thinking and events on the fly, especially during intense moments. And so you are able to. So go ahead and roll me an Arcana check next.
11.
11. You were not sure what to do with this. Not to insult Margot, but this is like showing a caveman a car. It's so completely outside of your realm of expertise that you can feel that it's there, but you don't know what to do with it. This is massively high level magic. And you don't even know where it begins or ends or what the middle is or anything. This is just wild. Seamus, what are you doing?
Just taking in the scene. We're near the bottom of the ship on a deck, right?
Yeah, you can see out through this kind of ethereal void. There is probably one layer lower, but it looks thoroughly thrashed. Give me a perception check anyways. Just to see if the story tells me to tell you more. Not really.
One of the two.
Still holding on to Margot, even though her hand is like now just like dripping blood onto hers.
Yeah, like Margot, your clothing is starting to have like these little red streaks run down both your shoulders and like on either side of your breasts as they run down your body. You
Do you think-
wanted power, right?
What power benefit
This-
this scene?
Is power.
Let's know how to contain it.
I do. You can hear his salivation in his words. If he was a dog, he'd be sitting there and drips would be falling from his mouth. You got a 25 on your insight check.
Yeah.
So that's still in, so I'll consider that still in play. He is ravenous and desperate. In like he has to talk to you, but there's an incessance to it that, like, you don't know what you're missing. You have no idea what this is. And he's like, just barely holding back any sense of decorum in interacting with you.
You want it? You will mend your deal. You cannot harm me. I am the one with the power. You are the parasite. And I will feed you whatever magic is perfect. But I am the one in charge.
Morris. Give me another insight check.
I was really hoping for that 25. I roll like shit!
Nope, new
Holy
moment
shit.
now.
Oh boy, here
And I'm
comes
out of.
the-
I should have just done the thing so I had the sorcery points. Ugh, I was saving it for later. Well, fuck me. 10.
You don't have a lot of experience interacting with this guy yet. You don't know all his tricks. He's hiding something, but you have no idea what his angle is.
Yasmin's still holding on to me, right?
Oh yeah, and her,
Yes.
like she's leading. She doesn't fully care. Although I won't lie, there was a moment where I was like, man, like a bestial side of her definitely have that instinct. Like something is wrong here, and she just got her. And so there was a part of me that she just kicks Margot into the
Smart kicks.
she lets
That
go
was
and
hilarious.
This is
This is Ptolemy!
Yeah, you
I
heard me.
She kind of glances down at her shoulder where one of her hands are stabbed through thorns, and then looks at Dro. And then in her head, she's gonna say, "The organization and the empire will not be yours without me at its head. Show me how to get this power."
You're saying that to Dro?
No, to the thing in my head. To the tree.
Like
She just looked at them. She just kind of looked at them. But you don't hurt them.
I'm gonna take a pause real quick. Dro, what is your reaction as all of this starts to go down?
I think there was an instinct the moment Yasmin's hands got pierced that Dro grabbed the hilt of the sword on his hip and then caught himself. And he's just staring at Margot, especially when she looks over of this look of just desperation to back up. but he's also looking between the two, Yaslin and Margot.
There's definitely in Yaslin a conflict of like, she's our ally. We're supposed to protect her, and I don't think this is safe instinctually, but also there's a part of her that does have self-preservation. It's like, it's more of like, do I just push her in, or do I pull her back with us?
I think Dro also, if you looked, he was standing straight up. The minute that happened, he has shifted his weight for any moment that he has to step in front of Margot. Because he knows he's faster than her.
A lot faster.
But I don't think he knows that his hand is still on the hilt of Echo's sword.
No, I did it. Seamus, how about you? Where are you at?
I'm watching the group. I can see, obviously, that there's this giant power source in front of us. It seems otherworldly. I don't understand it. But I can see that everybody's tense. I can, like, feel the mood. But I'm also, like, kind of waiting to see how it plays out. Like, I'm aware I'm ready kind of for a fight or something to happen, but I'm also gonna let the chaos unfold until more answers are revealed, because I don't know how else to get answers. So I'm gonna let things play out.
Seamus, give me an Arcana check.
How we all become wild magic.
That would be wild.
You all can take us next level.
Not sure. Just feels like it's this, even to your magical senses, it's like this weird veil, just like this aura that you can't sense anything through. It's constantly changing anytime you kind of get like the briefest sense of like, okay, maybe that's a thing, like it molds into something else. You can't keep track of it. Bro. Dyer comes up and puts a hand on your shoulder and whispers very softly, "Are we good?"
I don't think he budges an inch. He will take a step next to Margot. I think he will put his hand right in front of where the spikes were that went through Yazlin's hand. And start to... Yazlin's pulling back. Dro, just guide her, not force her back, but just staring at her and kind of guiding her backwards.
Do they see the like vines coming up on her eyes and the thorns coming out? Do they see all that?
Roll me a Constitution check. Or Constitution saving throw. To try to keep your body from revealing too much.
I mean, I've already been pierced through the hands. I
Can
don't
I
know
use
what's
Yeah, right?
going-
Yeah. Can I use my advantage from Warcaster, or is this a flat roll? This is not exactly a spell.
This is a flat roll.
14.
They can see little vines like, starting to like cut out from underneath your shirt, and you kind of like willpower like pull them back in. They can see parts of you are undulating and pulsing underneath. At one point you look back and there's like movement across your face, under your skin, and pulls back down. And your eyes are dark. It's not as bad as it could be. Margot, make a wisdom saving throw. As
Many saves
Dyer
going on right
as Dyer drops his staff on the ground. Back up. And he casts command on you.
God, why do I do that for this roll? 18.
18. You feel like the commanding energy like fall onto you, and there's a part of you that wants to listen to him, and then your heart kind of like jerks in the other direction. And he's going to slam the staff on the ground again. Margot! Back! Up! Gonna do it again.
As she's fighting him off, can I physically, even if I'm taking damage from this, pull her back towards where we came from?
Yeah.
Is there any, in all of this happening, what is like, because I told him to show me how to get the power. What's going on with that?
As they
This has been like
are...
multiple turns, I guess.
Yeah. So what's happening with your friends is kind of like a distant fuzz right now. You hear somebody's yelling at you. Somebody's touching you. Not important. Internally with him, your mind is incapable. You have to let go. Have to let me handle it. I'll retrieve it for the both of us.
I get another
This is-
insight check or...
Sure.
Natural 20, let's go.
Oh my gosh, here we go, here we go!
Oh,
Finally!
I really want the big glowing bomb in the middle of the ship.
And
That would be pretty fun session, because they're definitely not time. Well, actually, it would be pretty short, because I literally have jack shit left.
yeah, Yaslin is a martial class.
Mm-hmm.
You have the two martial class
Easily.
right in
Two
front of you.
martial classes right in
Easily.
front of you, and easily it's just a restrain and
Whack. And I'm unconscious. Which might not be good for you guys. The other guy comes out.
listen, so far, I'm really proud of Yaslin. Yaslin had an amazing time so far.
Since she killed
Right, Margot.
Then she killed the lizard.
Oh, he's definitely gonna get it. I'm definitely gonna bring it back. And he'll let you use it. But the promise is laced with the short-term promise is laced with a sinister future promise. he didn't do too bad on his roll either. So you don't get a ton from him. But you know that he is not satisfied with this arrangement long term. And he is... You've seen his memory.
And he's gonna get it one way or the other, though.
It is eternal. He has patience that will outlive your great, 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 great grandchildren.
Do I get the sense that if I don't agree, he's gonna do it anyways, then not share the power with me?
He's aware of your terms.
Do it. Don't hurt them.
A little late for that. Mark, you snap back to your senses. I need everybody that's within 10 feet of Margo to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Good thing I have advantage.
Ro, where did you... Oh, there you go.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, guys!
It's an 18 though.
I'm like holding on to her and like trying to pull her back. Something weird's going to happen.
New sheet, Tudis. Hey, Dyer's saving throw is not bad.
Wow.
Okay, so a lot of you, like, vines sprout out from Margo and start slashing around. You all save, totally fine. You do have to, it's just for about an instant, you back up, and then she kind of composes herself, and they all reel back in. And Margo, you're present again. And you can feel him waiting for the right moment to do what he's going to do. He feels more collected now.
Are
Like
they
a
still
kid
holding on to me?
who's... Like a kid who went into a candy shop, lost their shit for a second, and then realizes they have to be patient, otherwise mommy's not going to let me have anything.
And they're still both holding on to me? Or no? Did that break the
I don't know.
grapple?
Yaslin and Dro.
Mhm.
Did you guys back off when the vines slash out?
I think Dro would have stepped over, but I don't think he would have let go.
I don't.
Okay.
I
You
don't
both
think
rolled-
Yaslin would have.
You both
She
rolled
would've
well enough.
Taken it too. Even if she missed, she would have just. She's used to getting surprised by things.
Yeah, you both are skilled enough that you're able to like move and dodge and parry.
Margot, that was not cool.
What does this spell do?
That
seems
I
like-
let on my ship.
I
Tierman's
don't
just
know.
gaping at you.
Yeah, can I now try to like pull her away because I was like she stabbed me with her weird spike thing, and albeit like I've also taken swings at some of my allies, so I'll let that one slide. But the second time I'm like, okay, I don't know, I don't like this weird glowy thing. I don't think it's good for your health. I don't think it's good for my health.
Margo, I think your stowaway is trying to tell you something. Are you here with us?
Stowaway trying to unstow away is what it's doing.
go.
Let you
Let me go.
go. To do what?
Let me
Jump
go.
in there?
No.
Inside.
Why would I let you go?
She seems oddly calm.
Are you?
She's thirsty.
Let
Are
me
you sure you
go.
want to do this, Margot?
Do you really think this is a good idea? Obviously, I've made stupid ideas myself. I've made stupid choices myself.
You don't
Is it-
know what I'm going to do.
I don't know
That's
what
the
you're going to do,
problem.
and that's what worries me, Margot.
Please. Let me go.
What's going to happen when I do? If you can't answer
That.
that,
Margaret, you hear a voice from behind you in the miasma of magic. And you see one by one several of those shadows begin to creep down the walls or seep up through floorboards or spill out from the top of the crate and form just stand there.
Let me go now.
damn it, Margot.
You not no. And the sound is coming from all of their mouthless faces at the same time from the shadows.
I'm gonna just try to not break the grapple, but kind of, because I think you guys have like a hand here and a hand's on her shoulder, right?
I've got it. I would imagine it's more like around her.
Dro's
I just want to like try to drop to the deck and reach my arm out over the edge.
Roll an acrobatics check against Yaslin's athletics.
That's not great.
Probably better than your athletics versus her athletics.
That's true. That's all. It is better. It's not great.
Hey.
Nope.
Okay, you drop to the floor. Yaslin, how do you react?
Yaslin's feeling her weight just drop down, like yank, like literally full body yank. She'll hold her up herself,
Like just
Don't worry.
like underneath.
She doesn't weigh that much. No.
and she literally like feeling like Margot just like try to limp noodle it. She's like, no. Don't worry, I'll fireman carry you if I have to, Margot. I've done it before.
She's just gonna say in her head, "Do it." They'll focus on the shadows.
As you look over at the shadows, they all start to bleed through the space. You know, suck towards a singular point. And begin to swirl and form into a single body.
It's not.
And you see
No.
you see a
No.
body that looks like curls of burnt bark. Except those curls are made out of pure shadow. And it's swirling all around it.
God damn it, Margot.
Oh,
Can I
oops.
like
And it
having her
hovers
grab,
directly behind her.
seeing this, can I literally throw behind me?
With your strength and the fact that she's grappled? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna toss her behind me.
Yeah, Margot, you land on the deck kind of hard. You try to get up and Dyer, stabs his staff into, the curve of your clothing and pins you to the deck. Oh, yeah. As you look at it, it just continues to shift. Like a piece of that green magic will come across his face and kind of dissipates and shivers, almost like magical static before it reforms. And that's happening all over its body, looking like it's being dissolved by the magic and then having to reform constantly in little bits and pieces.
Does it seem like this thing is trying to defend it?
Give me an insight check. It's just standing there, floating.
I can tell.
11, you're not... You don't know what the frick this thing is.
I don't know what the
Is
frick
it-
this thing is.
But
But
you
it
know...
didn't-
You know defensive posturing when you see it, though.
Yeah, this looks like a defensive posture.
Well, it's standing there very clearly separating you from getting further in.
Yeah.
How did
Okay.
it react when Yaslin threw Margot away from it?
It just glanced the trajectory with its eyes. Or what should have been its eyes.
Look, Margot. I don't think this thing wants us here.
I'm gonna look at it. You said it looks like bark, right?
Yeah, so I'll show you the picture again.
Is this from summoned from something within me? Or was this the shadows that exist here?
Oh, this is not good.
Okay. Huh. She's gonna Eldritch Blast it.
Are you being blatant or sneaky?
I think as sneaky as she can be when she's pinned to the ground by a cane. And
Alright,
probably
go
a
ahead.
Yaslin foot at this point.
Yeah, like a
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh dear. Goodness gracious me. Oh my God.
Depending on what she rolls, can Dro do a reaction.
That's what we're
Oh god,
determining, and
no,
the answer
y'all
is
see
yes.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Holy shit, that's
The
bad.
moment she makes
Mhm.
any movement, can Dro just snap down and hit whatever he can and stunning strike Margot?
yep.
What's
yeah,
your
so-
save? Is it con or wisdom?
It's con.
Dro, roll your unarmed strike. Just to, she still has an AC that you have to beat.
Is she prone?
She is prone.
So advantage?
Mm-hmm. Oh, new icons. That's right. Prone. Prone. There we go. Prone looks like happy baby pose. Yep. And then make you a Constitution save.
17. I can't beat 28. Jesus Christ, 28. Oh wait, could I
That-
cancel that advantage?
Yes, you can.
Cancel your
It'd
advantage.
still be a 19.
Shield.
That's a double react. Oh no, your canceling is not a reaction, is it?
I don't know.
Or is it a
It's
separate
99
resource?
die.
It's a feature.
Yeah, sometimes features let you do them as reactions, and sometimes it's just a thing.
Where are they?
So it's looking nice.
Oh crap. Okay. Well.
Tyrion's backing the hell up. She is like tucked into a box and like.
Yeah, I'm
barely
not gonna
picking
do
it
that
up.
because it uses a reaction. So
Okay, gotcha.
I won't do either of that. I'll let him hit.
Margot, take 1 point of bludgeoning damage because Dro, I imagine that you're pulling your punch, but you're doing it in a way that'll still stun her. So go ahead and roll your Constitution save.
This isn't with advantage, or is this with advantage because I'm trying to cast a spell? This isn't.
Nope, because you're not. It's not a concentration. It's again. He's trying to tweak your body.
She says, it's a really
Definitely
low
says.
DC.
Yeah. Jeez.
Mm-hmm. Margot, I imagine at this point you're looking a little rabid.
And I got that shot off.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the shot off. Go ahead and. I mean, he hits you, but you just like kind of take it and just like continue forward.
Oof, that's bad. 16 hit.
16 does hit.
It's only 4 points. Yeah, I think Margot's. You see the vines fully like coming out of her skin now, and her hair is starting to turn a little more ashen. Her eyes are glowing the same color as a tree glowed, as an eldritch tree glowed when we fought it. And you can see like a pulsing reddish orange light from beneath her breastplate. And she is like trying to claw her way forward towards the edge.
Come on, Margot, don't be like this.
You hit the creature. In part that doesn't reform. Just kind of sits there as like an inkiness. It does not move. Looks like it didn't care.
What did this thing try to say to us? To like leave?
Yeah, you broke up really bad when you spoke in its voice.
Oh, really? That's the trouble with doing like a raspy voice on a online mic. It asked. Let me change my voice up. Why are you here?
Oh, that's...
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, cool.
Look, this one jumped in a hole. We're trying to find a way out.
They all have their like feet on top of me, or like chains and everything on top of me, right?
Yeah, you're pretty well restrained at this point.
How flimsy is the floorboards below me?
Old and broken.
You said there's a deck below us, right?
Yep.
She's gonna put her hands beneath her and eldritch blast the floor out from under her.
Oh my god. We're all
Okay.
fucking going down. Great.
Joe's gonna kill me, I see it already. So is
Roll your
Yaslin.
damage.
That's if Yaslin keeps her cool, because Yaslin's getting frustrated the heck out of this.
Wow, why do I roll so high on damaging
The floor?
non-organic material? I've rolled 9s on the doors as well.
Yep. Give me a D100, just for
Oh dear.
chance of how effective that was. Since you're only a level 1 warlock, you only have
14. It's really
Okay.
low. It's really low.
You all begin to sink within about a Dro, Yaslin, Dyer. Everybody make dexterity saving throws.
Mine's at disadvantage, I'm guessing. I'm prone.
Oh yeah,
and
yours is definitely
grappled and
disadvantage.
restrained. I'm like super disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
I kind of
Okay.
also want to kill this.
Dro and Yaslin, the floor starts to collapse around you, and Dyer is falling in, kind of uncontrolled. Margot's just straight going down. She's landing on her ass. Dro and Yaslin, you can choose whether or not you go in gracefully or pull out.
Yeah, can I just land on top of Margot?
Yeah, Drill's going down.
With a 21? Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna land on top of Margot.
Can maybe not. Since I'm choosing to go in either way, can I like use my momentum and like sidekick Dyer to the side a little bit? My way down, just hopefully keep him from going down with us.
Sure, you're a monk. It's cool monk shit. And you rolled well enough. So, yeah. You can go, kind of like kick him
I'm
backwards.
sorry. Morgan,
Please,
when I
staff.
targeted the floor, I still had the creature selected, so if he lost 9 more hit points, he gets still back.
Nope, you're all good.
Okay.
Okay, so the three of you drop to the ground. Margot, you land hard, taking about 4 points, and then you take
Yeah,
one more point of knee damage. As Yaslin falls down.
In her head, she's just gonna say, "What are you waiting for?"
Who, me?
All three
In her
of
head.
you.
Oh.
All three of you give me an Arcana check.
You think
Okay.
Yaslin knows anything about Arcana?
This is more like to feel what the magic is doing.
God damn it!
Somehow.
Why am I
somehow
slow?
Yaslin-
Why is the magic
bad.
used at the
somehow
lowest roll?
Yaslin eats Margot.
So bad.
Margot, you don't know what it's doing, you don't care. You're just letting it
That's
happen.
it.
Dro, you begin to feel like your vision starts to split. A little bit like you're going cross-eyed. And your head starts to hurt like mad, straight in the center. This magic is physically changing your body right now.
Uh-oh.
Yaslin, your body's fine.
Hey!
That's not what you're worried about.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh fuck.
Dro, roll a Constitution saving throw. Yaslin, roll a Charisma saving throw.
Oh god.
The last thing I need to do is
Oh, wait,
lose
that was-
my
We're
shit.
about to go full PvP
Oh
in
wait,
here.
saving throw.
Oh wait, I did so good.
That's a
Yep.
7. I have a plus 2.
7.
Inspiration
Okay.
or anything?
I think that's a really good roll for Yaslin, although we're
Yeah,
under a lot of
that's really
stress,
good.
so it might be a 19.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good for Yaslin.
For Yaslin's
Yaslin.
standard, that's incredible.
Sorry, 1 sec. I was not planning on this part going this way. So,
No.
you remember last time when I told you that last session went basically exactly how I thought it would? I knew that was
It
short-lived.
has not.
This session has
Not
been
even
at all.
close. Not even close.
Good.
Alright, sorry, one second.
It's really hard when the sorcerer is trying to get away from a monk and a barbarian.
The barbarian's just sitting casually on top of
She's
them.
got to get creative with how she gets out, and it's not working in her favor.
It's-
She's trying to not hurt you guys.
Well, it's going well so far.
It's going really well in my
shit.
favor. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, Yaslin, that's your role. That's not your inner's role.
What do you mean?
Uh-oh.
That's Yaslin keeping her shit together.
Why the fuck did I come down here with the two people that have... Okay.
The Aslan's inside.
You made your choices.
Together.
Oh, I was fully aware that the three people with split personalities were the ones that came up to this thing.
Hey,
Yeah, I
you
was
took
very aware
mine
of that fact
away.
The moment you guys opened the room. Okay, Dro. So I'm gonna go Dro, Yaslin, Margot. Dro, you feel something hot and wet falling down your face. Your forehead is bleeding. I don't know why this feels right, but it does. Dro, your vision is splitting, and you're not understanding what's going on. You drop to your knees, like literally a splitting headache. It is, your skull is actively splitting right now, and that vision is, something is happening, and like it's like your eyes go further in either direction, and then your focus becomes more clear in front of you.
Huh?
And after a moment, you like get a hold of yourself, putting one hand on the floor, one hand kind of reaching up. You have a third eye.
Oh,
And narratively, it is green. Yaslin. Oh, shit.
just casually, like, Joe's next to me, Margo's beneath me. Yaslin feels fine. Inside Yaslin, maybe.
No, there's no maybe. It's not going well. I'm just trying to decide what's about to happen, is all. Oh. Oh, I like this a lot, and it scares me. Yaslin. You are distinctly aware of what's happening inside of you at the moment, and something is changing. This is forcing you to change, and it is not pretty.
Oh, God.
You've been in touch with 4 personalities within yourself for quite a while. They're all different. They all want different things. They behave differently. They seek differently. They respect you based on different activities. Yaslin, roll a d100 for me.
God, please tell me something like I'm trying to talk. 20.
You can almost like from a distance, you can see your chimera within yourself, and it is on the ground, thrashing and rolling and roaring all four heads in pain. And from its chest, got three heads side by side by side. Dragon in the center, for their perspective. Dragon in the center, lioness on the right, goat on the left, snake on the tail. From underneath all three of them, you see black skewers eject from the chest and begin to wriggle forward, and a new head bursts through.
What? Fuck.
Covered in black chitin, an exoskeleton with thousands of little eyes formed into one larger eye. There is a new addition to the family.
Bud. God damn it, Margot!
And you guys are not in the center of this magic. It is very potent.
Like a fighter.
I
Not
think
a
it
spider.
looks like a quarry, doesn't it? Look
No,
like
it's
the
not a quarry.
we fought? Oh, okay.
It is an insectoid, massive monster of some sort.
I've got like a weird beetle boy attached to my chimera. It's a parasite.
And as it ejects forth as that all settles down, you can feel your chimera pass out from the pain and the strain and the trauma, including the new beetle. The insect head, which we'll define a little better later. Margot.
As a free action, can I regret my life choices?
Yeah, as a free action, can I regret my life? Can I? No, actually, you know what? No.
As a free action,
I regret Margot's life choices.
Absolutely. Margot, you drop down. Yaslin lands on top of you. You see Dro drop to the ground, hold his face. Yaslin blanks out, visibly. And you're on the back. You just think, have at it. And suddenly your world becomes a swirl of black as the creature drops down and surrounds you in a sphere made of its own body. You don't see anything. You don't even see or feel Yaslin sitting on top of you. You just see this swirling, almost like mummified shadow ripple. And you see this thing's face over and over and over and over again, just like you're in the middle of a shadowed tornado sphere. Why? Leave it! Please! Margot, give me a perception check as you're staring at this face over and over and over. There's something familiar about it. You've seen this face on this ship somewhere. It's got enlightened parts around its eyes, that at first just kind of look like designs, and then you recognize them more as glasses. And as your thorns erupt out of you, trying to reach down further into that power, this thing's sphere is like intercepting them and getting thrashed, and like it's the two of them that are just like clashing constantly, kind of lower as the face repeats up and up on the top of the sphere as it tries to engage you. You can feel him making a little bit of progress, starting to push through. I need you to make a Constitution check against his Constitution check, as this is now a battle of, like, you know, semi-corporeal magical entities duking it out, essentially. The unfortunate part is mine is
much higher. Oh!
Whoa.
the first little bit here is a tie. He is contained. And you hear, "Why? Please."
Power is too dangerous to be left here. It's time you let go.
It is too dangerous to be anywhere but here.
What is it?
Projects an image of what's happening inside of Yaslin and what's happening to Dro's head.
Can
Corruption.
change reality?
No. Change the forms.
Why is it so dangerous? Why is it here?
It is a magical mutation. And it was never meant to be. We took it. To safeguard it and put it somewhere safe. We never had the chance.
Where is safe?
Amongst our people, there is a belt of 1,000,000 rocks. We were the only ones who knew how to get through and survive. We were intercepted.
The woman in the portrait. I know her. I can take that magic to her.
It has done enough to her. She does not want it.
Do I get a sense now, knowing what I know about this magic, that that was what he was keeping out? A magical mutator, which he could use, I don't know, to make his own body or make my body his or whatever.
So you're referring to the Shadow Man, right?
No, my tree. He said he was having
Gotcha.
something for a long-term plan. If it's a magical mutator.
Roll an Arcana check and an Insight check kind of simultaneously.
Goodness gracious.
Let's see how that lands.
Me and dice.
Arcana looking good.
It's still not bad either.
Not
Insight
bad.
looking good. Okay, not bad. As you think about it, it suddenly clicks for you. You are his new magical engine. He started as a sliver and overtook a nation as he fed on that endless beacon of magical energy. He is a leech. And the more power you have, the more he has to feed on. And eventually, that'll tip in his favor. The quantity, the potency, the unpredictability. He is far more ancient and knowledgeable than you are. And you get the sense that he knows something about this that you do not. And it will be... He'll use it at some point. Probably not immediately, though. This is a big push in his favor in the long run.
But is it a boon for me in the short run is the question. Pulling back now, he's gonna not help me. Okay, I'm gonna roll for it to see what I do. Okay. So, Yaslin is still out of it, right? Is Dro out of it?
I've been
Yaslin's still literally on top of you, but he's playing with your
I
mind
can't see that
as
yet.
well as the physical space. You can't see her. Also, give me another Constitution check as your guy battles my guy. The tree starts to push through some of the tendrils, getting into the green emanation. Margot, you start to feel some of that come in. Feels like vinegar running through your magical circuits in your body. It burns, and it's a little bit sweet. Definitely a little tainted. It's like a fermentation to the magical flavor here. And it is very unwieldy. But it feels potent. Like you just got a shot of adrenaline pounded right into that wooden heart of yours.
And she's trying to expend some of it immediately on the shadow.
In what way?
No, my spells. Do it. Oh, I do. Oh no. Oh. How close is Joe?
I swear to God,
He's-
this is a fireball.
He's
I don't
essentially
have fireball left.
he's essentially like, I don't know, 5 feet away from you, but you can't tell where he is. It's like you feel like you're in your own little pocket dimension.
I was gonna try to expend it with Arms of Hadar. I would hit Leandro, but I wouldn't do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do Arms of Hadar.
Okay.
I'm gonna get the shadow off of me. Do I click it or do you?
No,
Shadow.
I have to be clicked on him, and I have to click it. Oh boy.
And Yaslin and Joe have to do it as well because they're within 10 feet.
Oh, strength save. I'm totally good at that. Oh wait, saving throw? Oh, that's
Strength save,
that's- yeah. Never mind. That's not as. I'm gonna shut up.
Why does mine look like it's
Okay.
It's
not
red.
an out? Oh, it's because it's
It's a failure. Dro, you're the one to wake up first. Yaslin's still
17.
a little messed up. Yeah, Dro, you're fine. Go ahead and do your damage, Margot. Oh, and she rolls high.
And I imagine it's just like those little vines that were kind of popping up and attacking us when we were fighting the tree. You just see an eruption of them and black smoky mist.
They lash out. They Yaslin, take your damage.
Yep.
Is it half damage for
It's half on save.
saves?
I think it's
Yeah.
half damage and no effect. A failure is she can't take reactions until her next turn. Neither can the shadow.
Okay.
Is it
The
5
shadow-
damage? Or- you
4
ran out.
damage for
Half.
4 damage for Dro.
Mhm.
The shadow, the vines, your particular magic reaching out and smacking into him. No damage. Immune to necrotic. However, you are able to physically arrest some of this movement. He's going to have disadvantage as you add your vines to your magic and your willpower into your creature.
She's going
Okay.
to, in her head,
Real quick,
just say,
at this point, I'd like everybody to roll initiative.
Yeah, got hit by something. She
Yeah.
doesn't.
I know. And she's starting to have second thoughts. She just want to get this thing off of her real quick. Oh god, it's been over an hour. I don't think I have the mind link with Seamus anymore. Fuck.
And Seamus will give you kind of your own surprise round as this is all kind of like happening. Like it lands down there and a little chaos erupts. So those who are still up top, you guys can have a round kind of like as they fall to the ground, and this is beginning to happen. Okay, so we'll begin. But Seamus, let's go ahead and start with you, and then we'll wrap up the night at the end of your turn. And then we'll start at the top of the Dire tomorrow.
Yep. I know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I mean, everybody like fell down there. They're like writhing around the deck below me. Can't really see what's going on. It looked like, looked like Margot tried to blast that shadow thing, and then like the floor blew out from underneath them, and then they disappeared. So, I am also gonna disappear.
Good call.
Yeah, I think that's like my go-to. Yeah, I'll just dip invisible for a little bit, and I will bonus action hide.
Sounds good. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Is it dim light down here?
Yes and no. There's hotspots, but where you're at, dim. Yes. So you got an 8 because it was advantage. So what? 32? Is that where Seamus is at now?
18. Yeah, just a plus 10.
Only a plus 10. Jeez.
The passive
Okay, so
stealth of 20.
Okay, so Seamus is gonna hide, go invisible, and as that happens, and like as this drops down, this corrupting energy kind of like pulses out and shoots off around the ship a little bit more. And Seamus, as you back up and like are kind of like watching what's happening, you start to see sand or something kind of drifting down in between the floorboards. Almost like somebody had a very holy floor, was emptied an hourglass on it. Seems to start to fall down. You see another one of those like cloudy red mist things pulse through the floor, and as that happens, like there's little piles of ash that begin to form around the room, and the magic pulses out again. One of those vampiric mists starts to swirl around with the ash and starts to condense. You start to see a little bit of a glow in the center of a gout of fire shows up in between some of it, and it condenses and swirls, and what is a spiral of mist and ash and shadow begins to become a spiral of body, and a reptilian form shows up and kind of drops heavily onto the ground. Opens its mouth with fangs that are black and fire in its throat. A snake made out of vampiric ash and corrupted magic drops to the ground below you, or behind you. And that is where we shall end our night tonight.